You know what I'm not doing, Colby?
What's that, Barry?
I'm not leaving here without that god dang gold. It's not. Did you ever? All right, sorry. Before we start this episode, did you ever watch a season of the or Book of Secrets with the Blair Witch 2?
I did.
There's that one scene at the beginning where it's like, "There's no god dang Blair Witch." I love the mayor of that time.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? My name is Barry.
This is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This. Welcome, guys, to the second month of...
Paranormal Western.
That doesn't sound like it should be a genre. But then again, we have aliens versus cowboys, so...
That, who knows? That might be a movie coming up.
Oh, man. That one is... That one is a crowd favorite for me, just because you have one of the most, like, two super serious actors in that movie.
Right, yeah.
In Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
But then again, Indy went against aliens in Crystal Skull, so spoiler alert if you haven't seen that movie.
I have not seen that movie.
Oh, no.
When they told me it was Indy versus aliens, I didn't, like, refuse to see it. I just...
That's not my Indy.
I didn't have, like... this like need to see it, and then it just kind of faded away.
Oh, no, I feel bad.
Right, so now I don't even know if I could watch Indy 5.
Oh, I feel like I have to, because it might be his last movie ever. Harrison Ford is quite old.
He's getting up there in age, yeah.
What's like making me sad is that, like, the older I get, now all these actors that I love are, like, dying.
Right.
And I was like, oh no, that's what the future holds for us. So I know we got dark there, guys.
I know, right?
So let's get to our first segment for you guys, where I Dr. Seuss you guys a little ditty for this movie.
What?
Guns ablaze in this bank robbery heist. Nobody is safe, not even the old guys. They make way with Union Gold, but they need a night to get away though. So they hole up in the abandoned home, but it seems like they're not alone. Let's find out what this is all about in the 2004 release Dead Birds, starring Henry Thomas from E.T., Michael Shannon from Really Good Movies.
Zod.
He's Zod. Oh, a lot of people forget that he was the guy sleeping with Eminem's mom in 8 Mile.
Oh, right.
Michael Shannon used to just... I don't blame him for just doing whatever movies.
Right.
But it's so weird when you find him in older movies and you're like, is that fucking Michael Shannon?
And then Mark Boone Jr., I totally knew him from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh.
'Cause I watched that whole series. And then I was like, but I knew him before that. And when I looked it up, he's like not the main person in anything.
Yeah.
But he is in like 127 movies.
Oh, yeah. I remember him from 30 Days of Night. He's he's the guy who sacrifices himself to get to the freaking forklift or whatever,
right,
to kill a decent amount of vampires.
And he's the dirty cop that Christian Bale Batman shakes up.
Yeah, when is he not a dirty cop though? And like he used to he wasn't always so like chunky.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in a movie. Yeah, the Filmhouse Fever from '87. Look at him. He's...
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I need now? Now that I'm looking at his IMDb, is I need him and Steve Buscemi in a buddy cop movie.
Oh, that would be
But yeah, who else do we have? Patrick Fugit. I think that's how you say his name. It's probably someone.
Fugue. I think it is.
Or a Fouget. You know, put a little French on it. Oh yeah,
I thought I was making it French by calling it fugue.
He's in a lot of things that are he's in a lot of things too.
He's
So
almost famous.
yeah,
That's the first
wait,
movie
he's
that
the
pops
main
up.
guy. I forgot he's the main guy in here.
Yep.
That is crazy. Yeah, so this movie is filled with a decent amount of actors that you recognize.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like Michael Shannon being the biggest one, next to Boone Jr. You know.
right.
The guy from
And
E.T.
even the ex-slave Todd.
Oh,
Tone?
Isaiah Washington.
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah, he's in The Wire. That's what I remember him
Yep.
from. Wait, let's make sure I don't want to sound stupid. Was it The Wire, or is this True? Not True Crime. Someone's gonna be like, "He's not in The Wire, you idiot." Oh no, is he not in The Wire? I swear I thought he was in there. Someone's gonna be like, "Oh, he's racist." Oh, he's not.
But he is in a bunch of TV series.
Oh, you know what I'm confusing him for is freaking Idris Elba, who's in The Wire.
Oh, he's in Romeo Must Die.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
he's
that was a big
he
movie,
was
yeah.
like one of the main. He was like he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man, people are gonna be like, "You're a fucking idiot." Get your actors straight.
How you guys doing a movie podcast and you don't know?
Yeah. Where your guys are in. We should probably study more. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, let's get started with this movie. The movie is, I think, for the most part, pretty bare bones as far as
Right.
how the story starts. But we do open up in a small town, a small Confederate town, I believe, because we're in the South.
Right.
And these Confederate soldiers are going to a bank to hide away some Union gold. You know, because once you melt it down, now it's Confederate gold.
Right. Yes.
And
But they're smart enough to know that they should put their money in a bank so they don't get robbed. Since there's just
Right.
a bunch of soldiers walking around with 2 big old bags of gold.
I was thinking, the thing is like 4 bags, right? This is a lot of bags, right?
It's gold.
Yeah. And so, you know, we get kind of, I was like kind of confused. I was like, is this our main guys? Are we following the Confederates? No, because a group of
I know. I
riders-
was like, did I pick the wrong movie?
a Civil
like,
War
'cause
paranormal.
This isn't the people I remember from the preview.
Yeah. I was just thinking about it as like a Confederate paranormal, a Civil War paranormal. But no, yeah, a group of you know, just some toughs on some horses.
Definitely some dirty men's.
Yeah, some. Well, I mean, it's the during that time everyone was kind of dirty.
Right, but sometimes you get a movie and they're like, you see them like they're coming back from the war and they're all clean.
Oh yeah.
None of these guys have taken a bath since they left to go to the war.
I think my uncle, because he was really into like Civil War and the westerns and stuff like that, he was always like, you know, if you ever wanted to go get clean, go to a whorehouse. They all have baths. It's so wild. Yeah, because you don't want to go
Right.
up there
Right.
after.
Yep. You don't want to be dirty. You don't want them to be dirty.
Yes. But yeah, no. See, these guys are like, hey, I need to talk to the bank manager. The Confederates are like, no, I don't think so. You gotta wait. And he's like, oh yeah, drop.
Yep.
Shoots them. Goes inside. Shoot everybody in the place. Even the old teller who looked like he could play Alfred in any Batman movie.
Everybody but the one girl who's in there.
Oh yeah, she was a plant.
And she was a plant, and she stabs the teller in the throat with a razor.
Yeah, and like everyone's like, oh, I didn't even see her do that. She's so fast with her hands. And then Michael Shannon's like, I wonder what else you could do with those hands. He didn't say that.
He's kind of our scummy guy now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
the scummy, goodbye, bad guy.
Yeah, him and Boone Jr.
Yeah.
are the ones that you're like, I'm not going to fall asleep around you.
Right.
But no, yeah. So they make way with the Union Gold, and as they're leaving, what's his name? William is our main character.
I was like,
Yeah.
Elliot. from E.T.
No, William, he's shooting at the townspeople who are shooting at them, and then he accidentally kills a child.
He shoots a boy right through the eye.
Was it through the eye?
Yep, there's no coming back from that.
Oh yeah, I mean especially back then. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, and obviously he's haunted by it, but he's like, well, I got this gold that's gonna make me feel better.
I know.
I'm gonna Scrooge McDuck myself into this bag of gold. All right, sorry. Growing up, did you ever I kind of want to try that at least once?
The Scrooge McDuck thing?
Dive? Yeah.
I 100% wanted to try it, but I kept thinking about it and that's a bunch of metal coins that are going to be very, very unforgiving on my soft, flabby body.
And then you're like, I don't want to do it on dollar bills because I'm going to get paper cuts.
I've done it. I had a tip job when I was 15 and a half, 16 years old. And so I would take my paycheck and I'd put paycheck, and I'd use that for bills, and all my tips, I just collected them. And I had $1,000 $1 bills, and I remember spreading them all out all over my bed and rolling in them. It was great.
Yeah, but I'm talking about a pool, how to do it like Scrooge McDuck did it.
I didn't have that many.
No, I know, but I was just saying. I thought about it. I was
right.
like, you're getting paper cuts.
And but
100%.
you could possibly do it with paper.
Yeah, because you don't want to use old bills because gross.
Right.
But then new bills are so rigid.
Yeah, they would.
But
Give you cuts on places you don't want cuts. I'm just assuming you swim naked.
But so they try to make a way through town. Their plan is to hold up at this plantation that one of his ex-soldier friends, who had passed away,
because they all were military and they have all gone
AWOL.
AWOL.
Yeah, or desert. They're just deserters.
Deserters. William was in the hospital, so maybe he got some kind of release for being.
Was there that though?
There probably wasn't.
They're like, you got 2 feet, right?
And then the girl was a
nurse,
a nurse,
medical nurse, and we do find out that that's how they had fallen in love. Very Nightingale.
Yep.
Situation, but William's little brother Sam has a little crush.
Yeah, and he's also got a little bullet in his shoulder because he wasn't as quick as everybody else getting out of town.
Yep. But they, what's it called? They do run into just I would believe a body collector or whatever along the way. Scavengers.
Yeah.
I think you could say that.
They were bring out your dead, bring out your dead.
But what's it called? Michael Shannon is sort of kind of pissed off at William because he's like, he doesn't know where we're fucking going.
Right. Yeah. Because they were like, hey, we're going to
what's it called? Something plantation.
You're right.
Hollister plantation.
I was gonna say the Hill House. But isn't he in Hill
there.
House? Yeah. We're going for the Hill House, and they're like, it's past the stream. And they got the
body
scavengers
collector.
there ain't no streams around here. Do you just forget about that house?
And then that's where Michael Shannon talking to Boone Jr. is like, he don't know where we're going. But they do eventually cross the stream. They're like, well, I'll be a knickerbocker in a slut house. I don't know.
Some kind of witty.
I think that goes because it's
1800s retort.
Yeah, because I think the pants would be off in a whorehouse, and
yes.
he was off about William.
Yep.
But they see there's this plantation. It has not been tended to. It's overgrown.
Totally overgrown by it look like corn.
Yeah, and they're they see the house, but it's about maybe 2 miles away.
Right, and when I see all the corn, I'm like, is this a Stephen King movie?
Tall grass. But yeah, no, I don't know how horses work, but they get off the horses and they just walk the horses down.
I
don't know.
I saw that too, and I was like, what? But I guess maybe you're walking through maybe a horse, you gotta lead a horse to water kind of thing. You gotta
because their field of vision is skewed, so they
wouldn't
go.
They wouldn't go.
Yeah, maybe that's it. But in the middle of it, all of a sudden, this what I can only describe looks like a liquor from Resident Evil pops out at them, and they shoot him.
Yeah,
and I was like, in my head, I was like, all right, listen, I know it's like, when was the Civil War? My history's not showing right now. 1800s. Even I know that. I was like, that doesn't look right. I don't want to go where that thing came from.
Right. This one guy's like, is this some kind of weird wild boar? And the other guy says, it's like, oh, it looks like a skinned lion or, you know, wildcat.
Anything that's skinned.
It is obviously neither one of those two things. Like,
Yeah, it looks. It has the body of a liquor, but the face of Nemesis from Resident Evil.
Yeah, and just horrifically like anglerfish teeth.
Yeah,
like,
it is not tight. But they're like, oh, but you know, we still need to spend a night somewhere to let the heat cool down before we make our way to Mexico.
Right.
Mexico, Guadalajara. That's the only place I know in Mexico City.
and what's it? Todd? I think that's what his name was. It's a really like super basic name.
Oh, Todd. It is Todd. Yeah.
Todd's like, we got to make sure we get inside because there's a storm coming.
Oh,
there's a storm brewing.
Oof, yeah. So, I don't know. I think I would still rather risk it to not go to that, but then we wouldn't have a movie. So they make their way to the house. They sort of settle in before the storms are brewing, coming in. Everybody sorts of, they check around the house. Michael Shannon and Boone Jr. go upstairs, and this is where we find out, well, like, even though they might have left the army, they haven't, or the Confederate Army, they haven't left the Confederate Army beliefs behind. Because Michael Shannon's like, I'm not having the same share as Todd is, but in the not so nice way.
Right, in a very politically incorrect way.
Yeah, and Boone Jr.'s like, yeah.
And then they kind of make a comment about like, well, it would be so much easier to like count the shares if we only had to count 2 instead of, and he's trying to count like how many people are there on his hand, and you're like, oh, he's just like, you take that bag, I take this bag, done.
Oh, that's so true. He's like, they're both the same. They're both the same sack. They both got to have the same amount of gold. Michael Shannon's definitely be like, well, let me see both bags. All right, here you go.
Right.
But yeah, they have the plan, but they're still outmanned. Yeah. So they're gonna feel how the night goes. Right. They also mentioned that Sam is shot, so really,
yeah, he's probably not gonna make it anyway.
Through the night, but everyone,
and that's kind of where you get the idea that Sam has got a crush on the girl because she's removing the bullet and he's getting a little flirty, and then she splashes like some whiskey on his cut.
Yeah. Why don't you warn me next time?
Yeah.
Yeah, but as they settle in, though, this is where we find out that the nurse is with William, because she's like, there's a bed upstairs.
Right.
I was like, Jesus Christ. I feel like I would be super uncomfortable. It's an empty house.
Right.
There's a lot of noise happening.
That's true. I think they do like the once before they do that. The group does the once over through the house.
Yeah.
They find some weird footprints and stuff, but they're like, maybe just like some stragglers have come in here and stayed.
Yeah. But
nothing to worry about because we walked through the house. We didn't see anybody. But they are not able to get into the basement. The basement door is closed. But the doorknob works, but they're just like, it's like sealed closed. And they're like, who knows? Maybe it's just
and then
the humidity. I don't know.
They do it like Todd does see a book. And it's like, it looks like they're conjuring the dead.
Right.
I was like, what? How did you get that from that? Is it like a language you understand?
It was a weird jump. Like, you got to use some imagination.
I mean, it is possible he is like a runaway slave, right? At this point in time, so he might have made it over and still understood his language, maybe. Because I do remember this comedian, he talked about it. He was like, talked about like going out with a white woman that was a witch, but she was a vegan, and he was like, "Well, you're not gang, you know what I'm saying? You're not." You know, I'm from somewhere where they got witches, like real witches, sacrificing animals. You don't do that because it's not vegan. And this is very true. Like in the Philippines, we have that too. I think they're called I think it's the same in Mexico. Like in Mexico, they're called brujas.
Okay,
And they do all that stuff, you know. And so like when he was talking, I was like, that's hilarious. So maybe he does still understand the language, you know. Because I feel like that's one way for you to keep your culture alive is your language.
Right. Yeah.
So, a little history for you guys. If you guys ever want to erase people, you take away their language first. That's what they did to the Philippines. Got a little deep there, but So the night does progress, but William and the nurse they do consummate. They perform coitus.
Yes.
As the Big Bang Theory has taught me, means sex. What's it called? Michael Shannon and Boone Jr. are plotting.
Right.
And I'm like, a two-way split sounds better than a 6-way split.
Yeah.
I had to count how many characters we had in the movie. Sam, William's little brother, is wrecked with jealousy after hearing all the love noises.
Right, and he's a little feverish because there's a little bit of infection setting in.
No penicillin in this time.
Right.
Honestly, they should have taken the bullet out like as soon as possible. I feel like
he played it off though. He was like, "Nah, don't worry about it. My arm still moves. It didn't hit a bone. I'm fine."
This is why they needed like a Native American, because they know like all the herb. They know all the natural remedies,
the herbs and spices.
It's not a chicken. But unfortunately they did it. So yeah, his fever, the infection is probably setting in, and he's probably not gonna last the night. Todd kind of just wanders around the house, but he's finding it strange.
Right.
And
yeah, because he's really like you can tell he's pretty decent friends with William, and he's okay with the girl, but he doesn't really know, like, he doesn't seem to really know the brother, and he knows that the
other two are
racist.
Yeah, they do have a fair amount of disagreements and fights.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. But what's it called? They tell Boone Jr. to go put away the horses in the stable, and he does. They do mention something crazy about how the barn is set up and there's no ladder to the second floor.
Right.
But as he's making his way back into the house, he hears something in the well. It sounds like a little kid.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God. And at least he's like sort of a decent person. He's like, I'll get you out, kid.
Right. Yeah. Because like the kid's like, my father put me in the well.
Yeah. Like, oh my God, how long you been there? So he's probably, because he probably thinks it's a white kid. As he tries to help it, though, something grabs him and drags him to hell.
Right.
At this point, Michael Shannon is sort of like he does go upstairs to go to sleep, but I forgot what he does before that. He gets in the argument with Todd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, because now he's like, where's Boone Jr.? He can't find him. And all that stuff, and so he goes back in the house, and he's like, you know what? How about we divide the gold right now?
Right.
Which, to be fair, yeah, I would rather much do that, just because then everyone has their own share that they have to look over.
Right, and if somebody runs off in the middle of the night, they're only running off with their share.
Yeah, with their share.
That's fine.
I didn't understand William's motivation of let's wait to Mexico to split the gold.
Yeah.
But I digress, right? But so Michael Shannon, he goes upstairs. He's sort of having this like feverish situation happen with him as well.
Yeah.
And then what's it called? Sam goes upstairs, and was it like he's like watching the girl, like get dressed after getting wrecked by his brother, because he ends up having to take a nap as well. And I think this is where he starts having those fever dreams.
Well, she looked under the bed first, right?
Oh, that's how they get him upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she hears a little boy under the bed. She looks down there, and we get like I didn't expect it, so I was like, "Oh, jump scare!" We get a jump scare.
Oh no, it was a good jump scare. Yeah.
And they hear it, and Sam and William rush upstairs. They're like, "What's happening?" Well, there's nobody here. You know, this is the only way in. We're on the second floor, so a child can't just jump off the window.
Right, and we were coming up the stairs, so there was no way he could have gotten down. And she wasn't like, hey, there was a demon-faced boy. She was just there was a boy under the bed, and it startled me. And then he ran out of the room.
Yeah. But this is where Sam sort of starts to feel woozy.
Yeah.
And so he lays down, and so William and the nurse go downstairs. They talk to Todd. And they're like, well, listen, all of us, one of us should always at least be with the gold.
Right.
Because
we don't really trust the other two, and we don't want them running off with it.
Yeah, Michael Shannon, he's already shifty as it is.
Right.
And I haven't seen Boone Jr.'s ass, and it's hard to miss him. But what's it called? At this point, I think Michael Shannon comes downstairs. He's like, where's everybody? Where's Boone Jr.? Oh, no, he's upstairs. He sees Boone Jr. outside.
Oh, right. Yes.
And that's where he goes downstairs, and that's when he's like, let's split up the gold.
Yeah.
So that way we could all just have our own gold and look after our own gold.
Right.
And then he goes outside to look for Boone Jr. because he's like, well, if we're going to do this, we got to do this now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because it hasn't started raining yet, and they're like, we gotta find him before the storm hits.
Yeah. That way we could make way out. It's like this is kind of where the movie kind of gets all muddled up for me. This movie's only an hour and 30 minutes, so it's not long.
Right.
But like all these scenes, to do them chronologically is pretty hard for me. But Michael Shannon, he ends up going outside and he ends up getting taken by something. We don't see it, or we do.
No. So sorry, go ahead. So he goes outside, and then, everybody goes outside.
Yeah.
And starts looking.
But Todd is able to go to the basement.
And then the door open because he stays inside to watch the gold.
To watch the gold, yeah.
And then the basement creaks open, so he goes downstairs. Everybody else goes outside. They do a once around. They can't find
Michael Shannon.
Yeah. No.
Or Boone Jr.
Boone Jr. So they're like, well, we're gonna go inside, and Michael Shannon's like, well, I'm gonna go over here and to the outhouse and take a dump.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't really say that, but he's like, I gotta check out this the shed.
The shitter.
And then he goes into the shed, and while he's in there, some's all like digging at the door.
Yeah.
But they have a dog that's with them.
Yeah.
And he's like, damn it, dog, get the hell away. And then, but you're like, is it a dog or is it one of the weird
lickers,
pig monster things?
And then he goes outside. Nothing is out there. Is that when he gets grabbed?
Yeah.
So that he gets grabbed. Todd is in the basement, and he looks like it seems like he's seeing a ghost remnant or whatever, because he sees a slave that's pinned down to the floor.
Right, but it's not like ghost, because
Yeah.
he goes over it. He's like touches her and was like, let me find a knife so I can cut you because you're like bound to the ground.
Was it not a ghost? I was so like, I don't know if it's a ghost or not.
And then,
because she sees something, but he doesn't see what she sees.
Right.
Dang, so how long was she under there for?
But she may have still been a ghost.
Right? See, I was confused, and then as the situation is progressing, all of a sudden her stomach splits open.
Yeah.
And then the liquor comes out of it. Meanwhile, Sam is upstairs and he's hallucinating Mr. Hollister, the plantation owner,
right,
until he gets possessed.
And that's when you kind of get like a little flashback.
Oh no, that happens when Sam goes to downstairs to meet the nurse, because he's like, "Let me touch you."
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, he's trying to low-key her.
Because when he's in bed, the little boy walks by and is like, "Hey, you're laying in the bed where my mom died." and he's all like, what? And then like you see the priest come in. And the priest is like,
where's my wife?
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the reasons why I won't do an Airbnb. Because I don't know. Like, listen, I know in hotels people have probably died.
Right.
It comes with the territory. But in a house, it's so much more personal. I'd rather not. And now that these Airbnb people are having a list of chores for you, I'm not doing chores. This is a service that you're providing me.
There's the Airbnb are asking you to do chores.
No, like the people who are hosting, they like leave chore lists for people. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna leave this house as I found it.
Or way worse.
I'll never do that. I'll take out the trash, whatever trash that I did. I'll take it out. You know what I mean?
Acceptable.
But I'm not gonna like mow your lawn.
Right. Unless I'm staying there for like
a month or two. Yeah.
Maybe I'll skim the leaves off the pool. But
yeah, I'm not.
But no, if I'm there for 4 days,
a weekend.
I'm not even making the bed before I leave.
But so Sam he does this little Loki thing that Loki did to Valkyrie in Ragnarok, and shows him everything that they've been doing. So apparently, Mr. Hollister's wife passed away from a sickness, and so he started to go to the voodoo that his workers did.
Right. Yeah.
You know, he's trying, but it requires a lot of sacrifice. Unfortunately, it's a lot of human sacrifices that it requires. And that's when we realize everything that's happening. We forgot to mention the scarecrow at the beginning of the movie, where they're like, that looks like a person.
Right. Yeah. They never demasked it or anything, so you didn't ever really know. But it might be.
No. So you do know, because in the flashback, it turned out to be Mr. Hollister, because the town found out the evil that he was doing, so they put him on a cross. Yeah. And then, later we find out it's now Michael Shannon on the cross. But after he shows him all that, he's dead. Eyes all open, wound all gangrening, and it's like it's like by his lungs, so that's probably you're gonna die way faster.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was like a nick, you have a chance, but it was like he was like, it's a shoulder wound. I was like, that's way below your shoulder. I don't even know how you're breathing right now.
Yeah, it looks like a very infected butthole right now, and
looks like the Hulk's butthole. It's all gangrene. But as she gets out of that whole situation, the gold is gone. Todd comes upstairs. William comes upstairs, and he's like, "Where's the gold?" And they feel like, oh, maybe Michael Shannon and Boone Jr. got away with it.
Right.
Todd is obviously freaked out. He's like, I don't give a fuck about this gold. I'm leaving tonight.
Right. And they're like, nope, you can't leave till we find the gold.
Yeah.
Because we don't trust nobody now.
Yeah. But they do end up going to the barn, and all the horses are dead.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
They are mangled.
Like emancipated. Is that a word? I think that's a word. Emancipated? Something like that,
Eviscerated.
Eviscerated. There you go. Emancipated. I mean, they're free.
They got married really young. They got emancipated.
Yeah, and so now everyone is definitely freaked out. Todd ends up running into the field. He's like, fuck it, I need to get away.
Because he also sees the thing.
Yeah.
The demon face thing.
Yeah.
Up in the top of the rafters of the barn, but nobody else can see it.
Yeah, looking like fucking Batman in the Gotham alleyway.
Yep.
So yeah, he starts running. He does end up getting killed in the field. And yeah,
we'll discuss that at the end.
Okay. And then now we're only really left with William and the nurse, and she's like, maybe we should just leave. But then William is so gold hungry,
right?
That they have a situation. I think he's like, this part is kind of like, it's dark and it's a lot of flashing lights, so I kind of got mixed up.
Yeah.
But I know he ends up shooting her.
Yeah, it's now raining, and they're running through a cornfield, and they lose track of each other. But then all of a sudden, like, you could start to hear the growls and the pig monsters. And as she comes towards him, he assumes it's a pig monster and just shoots it. And then it turns out that
it was her.
Right in the head.
Yeah. And then it cuts to morning as he's mourning the girl.
Yeah.
He's just at that spot the whole night. And he finally decides to move.
Yeah.
And as he hears people, he starts running towards them. And then he gets shot.
Right, because there's a company of
Confederates.
Soldiers going by, and they see him as the weird pig monster coming running out of
the field. But we see him as William.
Right.
And the company commander is like, hey, why don't you go check out that house over there? Maybe they're hiding over there.
Yeah. And they look down and they see that there's a couple pieces of gold near William's or pig monsters now. Dead body. And they're like, we will absolutely go check out that house for the gold.
So only two of them start making their way to the house, and the movie ends.
Yeah.
There's nothing at the end, right?
Nothing at the end.
Okay. I know Colby is such a good person, staying till the end of the movie. Let's go to our other segment before we get into more discussion about the movie. We got high star, low star. Colby, where you at?
So we got a 10 out of 10 classic horror. From the opening of the film to the final frame, I really felt like I was watching something I had not seen before. It was a great horror film, but also made me think of The Twilight Zone. The look of the film was beautiful, very dark and brooding. Someone mentioned a Polanski influence, but I see it more as Polanski by the way of early Cronenberg or John Carpenter. Unlike some of the other people who have commented here, I enjoyed the fact that the film took its time setting up the events in the house. It made the scares much more effective. I would like to see the film again. I saw that the Toronto... Oh, I saw it at the Toronto International Film Festival. Does anyone know when it might be in theaters?
One of these days we gotta go to TIFF.
Yeah.
No, we have a 1 out of 10. Horrible. This movie's just awful. Don't waste your time. I watched it after reading the synopsis and reviews on IMDb. Normally, both are right on, and I'm not usually disappointed. Not the case with this movie. I've seen amateur stuff better than this. Not only is it cliche, they didn't even get the cliches right. The acting is unbelievably awful as well. They all seem to be sleepwalking through the entire movie, especially the one female part. They're all totally ambivalent about the scary signs that should tell them to turn back. And by the way, the title is Dead Birds, yet only one dead bird is ever shown, and even then, it's completely inexplicable. Scary music builds and builds and builds with no real payoff. Do yourself a favor, if you want to watch a scary movie no one's ever heard of, watch The Other. Let's check that, we'll see what that's about.
I've seen The Other, and lots of people have seen that.
Which one's that one? This one? From 1972?
Oh, I thought of The Others.
Oh, with Nicole Kidman.
Yes.
Yeah. Great rack. I only watch Eyes Wide Shut for that mirror scene. Can't tell me I'm the only one. Colby, what are some of your general thoughts of this film?
I certainly liked it better than that last guy did. Yeah, I thought it definitely had some decent jump scares. Mm-hmm. Not excessive amount, but there was like that first one with the little boy under the bed. 100% saw it coming. Still made me throw the cat off my lap.
Get off me, lemon drop! God damn it!
But yeah, there was like 3 that kind of like face transition scare that got me. So yeah, I thought that was good. I liked the first review said the suspense build up. I always kind of like that slow burn, especially like on something where it's a questionable of what's really happening. Mm-hmm. Got to the end and it was a little like, what really did happen? That's why I said I'll talk at the end.
Oh yeah, do you want to talk about that?
You can go through like
My general.
You thought, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh sorry. I don't. Were you finished though?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. General thoughts about the film. I see a little bit of both reviews in here. I do like I like to think about it. Well, it's like the 1800s, and you're in a house in the middle of nowhere. It's gonna make a lot of weird noises, and then especially like, I don't know if you guys have ever like gone to a cabin to kind of disconnect, and sort of not like have your phone, not have everything distract you, and then just like kind of whether you're with like people or you're by yourself like a serial killer. There's just a lot, like your mind starts to like just run rampant
Right.
with every noise that you hear. And probably back then they kind of shut that off because they're like, well, it's whatever, it's something's making noises outside.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm so like you said that, and I immediately think like I haven't really done cabin, but I know like camping.
Yeah.
And every time the wind blows and you hear branches, it's like, oh, it's a bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, raccoons are eating my food. What's going on?
Yeah, and you end up kind of just like, well, okay, let's not, we're in a safe area, so you kind of just try to shut that off and go to sleep, right? Yeah, so like as the second review, the 1 out of 10 said, is like, well, why wouldn't they get out of there? Creepy shit is happening. It's the 1800s. Creepy shit is all over the place because there's no Google.
And they're fugitives.
Yeah, and they're fugitives.
And there's a storm.
Yeah.
Like, where are they going?
Yeah, and like there's noises all around.
Right.
This is an abandoned plantation house, so obviously there's a lot of sadness in that house already. Right. So you're kind of just trying to get through the night, so in the morning you can make your way to Mexico. Yeah. The only thing that did kind of like throw me off, and I have to remember this is the early 2004 movie, so obviously they're very heavy on trying to use new tech, which is the CG portion of it. Like, what I found scary was when the ghosts were just like in that very pale makeup. Yeah. And like, as you see during the flashback, the was it degradation or degrading portion, like the degrading bodies of like the family that the father is experimenting on, like they get paler and paler. Their eyes look more sunken and dark. I found that way more scary than when it would transition to like the demon faces, just because the CG doesn't hold up. It kind of like, sorry, but the Mortal Kombat, it's like very comparable to the Mortal Kombat lizard reptile CG. And I thought it would have been, I was like, oh, this would have been so much more scary if they just made a mask, like a practical makeup mask. That was like probably one of my only complaints. I feel like the actors are great. I feel like, like they play their roles really fine. It's not Oscar worthy, but
right. Yeah. And I felt like Todd when he was down in the basement, and that girl was like bound to the floor, and she started getting attacked by something he couldn't see. Like, I felt like that was a very realistic, well acted portion of fear of something that's like
he can't see.
Why are you screaming? Why are you saying there's somebody here and there's like we're in an empty room? Like there's obviously nobody here. And then she starts to get cut open. Yeah, and he also sorry. Yeah, so like I felt like there's portions of this where you can tell that these actors
are doing work. Yeah. Yeah, because then like when he's like also sympathizing with her, she's like, "Ooh, raw." You're like raw hiding it or whatever. It's just like how she's bound. Right. And he's like, I know that feeling. And it was like, damn, you forget he was a runaway slave and he's probably had to go through this situation as well. So yeah, like the compassion parts are like there. I like the little jealousies things that Sam has on his face when he sees his brother with the nurse. Michael Shannon, way too good at saying racial slurs. I'm like, you saying that a little too comfortably, Michael Shannon. But him and Boone Jr. are perfect for playing dirtbags.
Right.
Michael Shannon just has such a gravitas about him that he really could put him in any role, and he's so good at it. Like another who watches this episode, what's it called? The Christmas movie with Seth Rogen, JGL, and Anthony Mackie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Remember he was the angel?
Yes.
Super intense, but still funny and comedic with it.
Yeah.
Because of his intensity. Yeah, so I think the actors are fine. I don't know what that last guy is talking about. So so what was your theories?
Okay, so I took it so they found the book and Todd knew what it was.
Yeah.
So I took it that it was kind of like you said. It was like the voodoo book from the religion of the slaves.
Yeah.
And that's how he recognized and he knew what it was. So that there was the white man taking the voodoo magic and trying to corrupt it for his own gains.
Not fully understanding it. Yeah.
And then they made it pretty clear that he is practicing the voodoo magic on the slaves.
Yeah.
On his slaves. So I took it that all the pig monsters,
yeah.
like we're just going to call them that because I don't lickers.
Yeah, the lickers.
That they are all the remnants of the slaves. All the ones that are like running through the field are all the slaves that had been now corrupted by the voodoo magic, by him trying to sacrifice them and transform them.
Yeah.
So when they grab the slave and they throw him and he kind of like poofs into stardust.
Oh, is that what happens? I was like, that was so weird.
I took it as, since the monsters were all previous slaves, they recognized him as being a previous slave, and when they poofed him, they threw him out of the realm of this evilness and just onto out of the field.
Oh, out of okay. Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, that's
because nobody else poofed or anything. So
maybe Thanos snapped his fingers.
Right.
No more black people. I was like, why did he poof? Yeah, in my I don't know why I remember that, because as I was watching this movie last night, I was like, why did he poof out of existence? But no, that makes a huge amount of more sense. That because but then again, so why was William looking like the pig monster?
Because I felt like everybody who came in was just immediately possessed. Once you got to the house, you were possessed, and
so it's like the Grudge.
They weren't necessarily seeing the same thing we were seeing.
Yeah,
and that's how come Todd could see the monster up in the rafters, but nobody else could, because they were already they were already possessed.
Oh, okay.
And then that's why when the kid was under the bed and it had the demon face, and she was just like, hey, there was a kid under the bed and he ran out, and I was like, why the hell aren't you telling everybody it was a kid with razor teeth? That was not no normal kid. But she may not have seen it like that. We were seeing it as the demon that it is, but she was seeing it just as a child.
Oh man, so this is going for levels for you,
right? So that's yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, oh man, why didn't she mention the razor teeth? Stupid broad. No, just kidding.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's actually really. I did not. It would have been so cool if at the end of the movie when the Confederates are going into the house, because you know how it's panning out the shot.
Right.
And as it's panning out, you see another trail just going the other direction. It's like, oh, that's probably Todd. I would have been like, oh, that's so good.
Right.
How did Todd make it out?
Yeah.
That's that's really good. You know, funny thing, I don't we say voodoo, and I do want to apologize. We don't know the religions. That's just one of the major things that America seems to perpetuate about slaves during that time.
Yeah, agreed.
But one of the things
didn't meant no disrespect.
I was just... But one of the interesting things, though, I remember learning this in college when I took anthropology, is that Voodoo is an offshoot of Catholicism. It's a branch in there. They do they do their ceremonies on Saturday night, church Sunday morning.
Okay.
And it's like I remember the most useful thing from the anthropology class is just learning about that religion, and I was like, that doesn't sound bad. That sounds cool, man. Like that sounds like that's what they do, and
Right.
I was like, that's really interesting. Of like how their their ceremonies, their rituals go, and I was like, that's cool, man. just a little what's a tidbit for you, like they have like a whole bunch of different gods, and they pray to all of them differently, and it's a really interesting. If you guys ever have the chance to look at that, go on a YouTube deep dive.
So looking into this movie, I did find one interesting fun fact.
Oh.
The town at the beginning where they do the robbery,
yeah,
that is actually the same town that was built by Tim Burton for Big Fish.
Oh,
they just converted it into that town because it was still standing. On some Hollywood lot or whatever.
Oh, that's cool. I thought you were gonna say that's the ghost town in Las Vegas. Is that's still around, right? Or did they close it?
No, they closed it.
Oh man, now it's really a ghost town.
Right.
Man, this Matt, what I'm saying? What's it called? Matt Wahlberg or Mark Wahlberg maybe want to watch shoot a movie there one day. Come on, guys.
I was around for a long time. That was really cool. I used to like going up there.
Yeah, a lot of people with kids used to like taking their just kids there. It's just a random thing to do here. Hey, we're coming up to our hour. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to check out our other months. We have Nick Cage month. We have Danny Trejo. We have our holiday months.
Musical.
Ninjas.
Live action anime.
Video game live action movies. We have a bunch. There's always something there for everyone. But if this is the first time you guys are joining us, we have reviews in 4 different sections. We have Stream It, DVD It, Blu-ray It, and the Ultimate Box Collection. Colby, where are you at for this one?
I did hear that there is a
part 2.
No, but there is a making of it.
Oh, okay.
But it's even on the DVD because I believe that this movie is short enough that they could throw it on the DVD.
Oh wow.
I don't know if you get anything really extra.
Yeah.
With a Blu-ray on this, especially if they got the making of on the DVD.
And it's old enough where like if you try to make it Blu-ray, it might look even worse.
That's the one thing about like 90s, early 2000s special effects is when you clean up the screen, it does not make the special effects better unless you're actually going to go in and like digitally remaster it. And
even then, it's still pretty hard.
On a $5 DVD, they're not going to do that.
So you going DVD for this one?
I think I'm moving DVD.
Yeah, DVD is pretty interesting enough for me. I think I have a friend that's super into like Western and like old timey stuff. I'm not into it, but he like 310 to Yuma. I always pretend like I've seen it. I just don't want to get judged, No Country for Old Men. I don't even think that's a Western, but it just sounds like it, and I've never seen it.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely pick more Western themed categories and make you watch some of these.
You don't like them either.
I'm typically not a Western guy either. That's why I was like trying to think of a category, and I was like, oh, you know what? If we throw like paranormal into it, and it's no sci-fi westerns, I had to go paranormal though because it couldn't be really all sci-fi.
Yeah. Oh man, but hey, we want to thank you guys for joining us as always. Make sure to check out our links down below. We have our Amazon affiliate links. Maybe one day me and Kobe can go to Texas de Brazil. They got surf and turf there too.
Oh,
they got the lobster bisque for you.
Yeah.
And a good amount of their beef is well done, so Kobe can enjoy that. The monster that he is.
It's all the meats. Texas de Brazil. Oh, you just roll me out of there when you're done. And of course, we got our social medias, our Facebook, our Twitter, Instagram. Yeah, we always kind of post our new stuff. We kind of do movie not movie reviews. We do those here for you. But movie trailers and stuff that's coming out, and anything that we see that's kind of cool, we try to throw up there and share with you guys.
Well, we're definitely going to start doing more just like random conversations, like your favorite Superman, or
Right.
who's your Batman.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. We'll do like little short, like maybe like 5-minute clips of it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy those.
Definitely.
Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Barry.
Oh, this is cool.
And this is Who Watches This. If you guys want to check out it as a theme music, it is Lee Rosevere. It's called Arcade Montage. It's on our album Music for Podcast 3, and her Bandcamp is down below.
Thank you.